What if you could generate an entire professional website using AI, then instantly transfer it into Elementor or Webflow with fully editable elements? Today, I'll show you a complete workflow using Claude AI, currently one of the most powerful coding AIs on the market, combined with ClonewebX to turn AI-generated websites into real production-ready projects. Let's get started. You can use any AI tool you want to help generate a professional prompt structure. For this example, we created a detailed prompt for an interior designer website. Inside the prompt, we clearly described the full website structure, including sections like header, hero section, about us, services, our experts, testimonials, articles or blog, and finally, the footer. Besides describing the layout structure, you should also include a detailed style guide. This is extremely important because it helps the AI understand the visual direction more accurately and produce results that match the client's expectations much better. The more detailed your prompt is, the higher quality your final result will be. Next, go to Claude AI. Inside the design section, you can generate websites and even applications in a very professional way. You can also explore the documentation area to better understand how Claude works. From creating projects to learning advanced prompting techniques and optimization tips, everything is explained very clearly. Now apply your own prompt and start generating the website. For this demo, I created an interior design website concept. I pasted the prompt into Claude, and honestly, the result was incredibly impressive. Right now, Claude is widely considered one of the strongest AI models for coding and front-end generation. The quality of the layouts, spacing, styling, and structure is surprisingly good. As we scroll through the website, you can immediately see how polished each section looks. The typography hierarchy is clean and balanced. The spacing between elements feels intentional and professionally designed. Inside Claude, you can also use built-in controls to customize typography, font sizes, styles, spacing, and layout behaviors. Honestly, it feels very similar to using a professional page builder. For example, I'll quickly change the brand header into Softlite.io. You can continuously improve the results simply by chatting with Claude naturally. To open the result in full live preview mode, click Present and choose New tab. Now you can preview the website in full screen mode, just like a real published website. And honestly, this part feels amazing. Next, we'll use ClonewebX to transfer this website into WordPress and Webflow. After configuring ClonewebX, go back to the source website and scroll to the bottom of the page first. This ensures all elements are fully loaded, especially lazy load images and scroll-triggered animations, before exporting. Open the ClonewebX extension and click Add Page. You'll then be redirected to a simulation page. This environment looks almost identical to the original website, but now it also includes the ClonewebX dashboard interface. Inside the first box, you can choose a specific selector to export. Let me demonstrate quickly. You can hover your mouse over any section you want to clone, then choose the appropriate selector. Or if you want, you can simply clone the entire page. Under Page Builders, you'll see multiple export options available. For this demo, I'll choose Elementor. One important note, for Elementor exports, you need to install the Softlite plugin first. You should also enable Elementor Flexbox mode. Next, we have the Merge Elements feature. This option helps optimize the final output structure and improves the generated layout quality. I highly recommend enabling this feature. After the basic setup is complete, click the Export button. The generated data will automatically be copied into your clipboard. Now let's move into Elementor. Inside Elementor, right-click on the canvas and choose Paste from Other Site. Then confirm the paste action using Ctrl and V on Windows or Command and V on Mac. And immediately, the layout appears inside Elementor. This is where the workflow becomes incredibly powerful. Instead of rebuilding everything manually from scratch, you already have a fully structured foundation ready to edit. Now your job becomes much easier. You can replace text content, swap images, adjust spacing, change fonts, add animations, remove sections, or insert completely new elements. As we scroll through the imported layout, you can see that the structure remains very close to the original Claude version. The hero section imports correctly. Cards remain editable. Columns stay organized. Typography is preserved surprisingly well. Even complex layouts become manageable inside Elementor. For agencies and freelancers, this can save an enormous amount of production time. Instead of spending hours rebuilding UI structures manually, you can focus on refinement, branding, client feedback, and optimization. This workflow dramatically speeds up the website creation pipeline. Now comes one of the most important steps: responsive checking. Let's test both tablet and mobile views. Right away, I notice an issue. Some sections are still displayed in 2 columns on mobile devices, and obviously, that's not ideal for mobile responsiveness. So how to fix it? Let's delve in it. So let's inspect the original Claude version more carefully. Go back to the Claude Live preview page. Right-click and choose Inspect. From here, you can resize the browser into mobile dimensions. And exactly as I expected, on Claude's original version, those sections automatically collapse into a single column layout on mobile, which means Claude is using a different mobile breakpoint compared to Elementor's default settings. So now we need to identify that breakpoint. If you don't know coding, don't worry. You can simply resize the browser manually and estimate the breakpoint visually. In this case, it appears to be around 639 to 640 pixels. But there's also a second method that gives you the exact breakpoint value. Inside Mobile Inspect mode, you can see the container's max width value directly. And here, we can confirm the exact breakpoint, 640 pixels. Now go back to the ClonewebX simulation page. Open Advanced Settings. Scroll down to the Mobile Portrait section and change the breakpoint value to 640. Then export the data again. Back inside Elementor, I'll remove the old layout and paste the updated version. Now, let's switch back into mobile mode and test again. Perfect! Everything now automatically stacks into a clean, single-column layout, exactly like the original Claude version. The responsive behavior is now much closer to the source design. This step is extremely important because responsive quality is often where automated workflows fail. But once you understand how breakpoints work, the entire process becomes much easier to control. You can repeat the same optimization process for tablets, widescreen layouts, or custom responsive behaviors depending on your project requirements. Next, let's transfer the project into Webflow. The workflow is very similar. Inside Page Builder options, choose Webflow. Then click Export. One important thing for Webflow, make sure to press the Copy to Clipboard button. Once you see the confirmation message, open the Webflow editor. Now press Ctrl+V or Command+V, and instantly the layout appears inside Webflow. Every section is converted into real Webflow elements. That means you can fully customize everything directly inside the Webflow ecosystem. You can edit typography, modify containers, adjust grids, replace images, optimize spacing, or restructure sections however you want. Don't forget to test responsiveness carefully. Check desktop, tablet, and mobile views. Everything looks excellent. For designers who love Webflow's visual development workflow, this becomes an incredibly powerful production pipeline, especially when combined with AI-generated front-end concepts from Claude. You can essentially move from idea into AI generation, then editable production website in a dramatically shorter amount of time.